they're like, dang, where you get that from? He like, oh man, I bought this on Poshmark, $20, man. You can't beat that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, my guy.
And no matter what, keep doing what you do.
Keep doing What's up, my YouTube family? It's your girl Tati Imani, and I'm back with another video. As y'all can see by the title, I'm going to be telling you guys about 15 vintage items that I've flipped or resold online and made a profit. I will say that vintage is definitely one of my favorite categories of things to sell, and so vintage will pretty much be anything that dates back like 20 years or more. I think the main reason why I really like selling vintage items is because it's like, for the most part, they're usually unique, especially compared to the things that are made now or how they are now. They're just really unique, and I'm all for uniqueness, you know, something different, something that you can't just see everybody wearing, basically, you know, like that. Like, yeah, that's the fun of it. Definitely follow my Instagram at Tati Imani Collection. That's where I post more of my vintage items in particular. So yeah, check the feed for sure. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to tell you guys about 15 vintage items that I sold, how much I sold them for, and where I got them. All vintage items have come from either the thrift store or the bins, so I have not paid nothing over $2 for each of these items, and then made a profit, you know. So let's just hop right into it. The first thing we have here is a vintage Cuba Vera floral button-down Hawaiian tropical shirt, size 2XL. I tell y'all all the time about the tropical Hawaiian shirts, vacation cruise type shirts. If they're cool and like, I'm gonna pick them up every time because they always sell, and for the most part they be selling for $20 or more, you know. You can't beat that. I sold that one on Mercari for $36. Like, come on now. The next one was a vintage embroidered Pepsi gray hoodie, size large. For that one, that was a girl sent me a very nice message. She said that her dad had that exact same hoodie some years ago, and I think he damaged it or lost it, one or the other. So she had been looking for a hoodie like that for a long time. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not just gonna see that kind of hoodie like just anywhere and everywhere, you know. But I sold that on Mercari for $20. Okay, the next thing I sold was this Beat in the Current Scene vintage 80s patchwork jacket, size medium. Love the vintage jackets with the patchwork or the color block. Like, yeah, that was one of the main things when I started thrifting for myself that I was looking for, like, to wear. I tell you that all the time. Like, I used to go to the thrift store for cool jackets and stuff all the time. I sold that one from on Mercari for $27. Come through, Mercari. They found out they love the vintage on Mercari. Okay, so the next thing I have here is this vintage Houston Rockets basketball starter shockwave hat, new with tags, 90s snapback cap. That's everything that I put in the title. Like I tell y'all, I'll be going crazy with my titles because I wanted to come up in any and every search. Like, if you type in Google, like, oh, I need 80s, whatever I said, 90s Houston snapback, I want mine to come up on Google, period. And if y'all seen a few videos back, I talked about how that hat sold in like a couple of minutes, really quickly, and I probably could have got more for it. And I actually paid $0 for that because that was from my grandma. She likes thrifting and garage sales and stuff too, by the way. But I sold that on Mercari for $55. Easy $55. Like, what? I love this. So the next thing I sold was this Disney Winnie the Pooh vintage 1990s Eeyore stuffed animal. That was one of the stuffed animals that I got on my trip to my hometown, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you haven't watched those vlogs, definitely go check those vlogs out because I love those vlogs. But yeah, I sold that on Mercari for $16. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, Mercari taking over. What's up with the other platforms? Where y'all at? So the next thing I sold was this Bugle Boy vintage 80s 90s jean jacket, and I sold that on Depop for $45. Woohoo! I love that. Go Depop. See, that's the thing. I don't get a lot of orders on Depop at all. Like, I've sold literally less than 30 things on Depop. Like, and if you see my other platforms, I've sold hundreds of things on them on my other platforms. So Depop's really slow for me, but I also don't necessarily cater directly to Depop, you know. I try to sometimes, but I don't just like, I don't know. But what was I saying? I don't even know what I was on. See, talking too much. Oh, but that's what I was gonna say. But that's the thing I do love about Depop is, for the most part, the stuff is gonna sell for full price. So yeah, $45 for a vintage jean jacket, yeah, for sure. I probably got that for like $1. Anyway, so the next thing was this vintage FUBU embroidered logo blue t-shirt, size 2XL. And they were in line when they say like the stuff that has like the big logos on it and stuff. Like, people just love stuff like that in general. So yeah, anything with like a big spell out on it, whether it be Nike, Adidas, whatever, and it's embroidered at that, people love that. So I saw that on my card for $20, and it was a good size, 2XL. Like, larger sizes just do great for me. Okay, the next thing was this vintage Luluwatu. I don't know why I'm acting like I just know how to say that. I clearly don't. Dancing Girls tropical Hawaiian shirt. Another one. I ain't gonna tell y'all again. I'm gonna tell y'all again about the Hawaiian tropical shirts. This one in particular was literally like my favorite one that I have ever thrifted. I'm never gonna forget it. I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. Like, what? Like, I would have worn that. Like, when I go on a cruise, I would have worn that. But anyways, I saw that on Poshmark for $24. In my opinion, it was worth more than $25. Well, no, what I said, $25? $24. It was worth more than $24. But it's all good, because I probably paid nothing for it. Okay, the next thing we have here are these vintage ETNA Agner Tracy Black leather flats. Got those from the thrift. Yes, sold those on Poshmark for $25, and those actually sold pretty quickly, and I actually picked up another pair of those. They were just crazy at that same thrift store. That's interesting. But yeah, $25 on Poshmark. The next thing we have here, okay. The next thing we have here is this vintage Levi jean shorts. I sold those on Poshmark for $19. Love the vintage Levi's. You cannot go wrong with the vintage Levi's ever. So yeah, $19, quick and easy. This is also another one of my favorite items that I've ever thrifted before. It's the Quaker Factory vintage flowers and ladybugs cardigan sweater, and I sold that on Poshmark for $36. In my opinion, that sweater was worth like $50, $60. I don't care what nobody say. If y'all could just see the quality of it, how nice it was, how well made it was, and like the condition was so great to be so old. Loved it. Like, super fire and dope. This is what I love about vintage. Like, you're just not gonna see this any and everywhere. Like, whoever's wearing that right now, I know she's getting compliments. I know people have literally come up her and touched the butterflies, because the butterflies like poke out. Just beautiful, period. Like, yeah. Okay, the next thing we have here is this vintage Northwest Territory color block half zip sweatshirt, size 3XL. Another really big size, very unique shirt for a guy. Loved it. Like, it was one of those shirts that caught my attention, and that's why I picked it up. It's sold on Poshmark for $20. And yeah, whoever in that shirt, I know he's styling and profiling. They're like, dang, where you get that from? He like, oh man, I bought this on Poshmark, $20, man. You can't beat that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, my guy. Yeah. The next thing we have here is this vintage Walt Disney sweatshirt. I tell y'all all the time, and I'll tell y'all 10,000 more times, I'm gonna pick up Disney every single time, because Disney always sells. I sold that on Poshmark for $18. Okay, the next thing was this vintage cable knit multicolor sweater. I don't have the pictures pulled up right now. I just have like a list of the words of the stuff that I'm saying. So I can't think of what sweater that is. Y'all see it on the screen, but that's editing. Like, it's already been edited. Y'all know what I'm saying? I want to see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, super cute. Super cute. That was another one of the items that just caught my attention. Super cute. Sold that on Poshmark for 28 big ones. Okay, and the very last thing here. Where did I get this? No, I got this at a thrift store. Like, when I first started thrifting, like, over a year ago, to be honest. But it was a vintage 1978 Garfield plush. Now, honestly, I probably could have gotten more for that. And honestly, at that time, I wasn't on eBay yet. I feel like that would have definitely sold for more on eBay. Like the plushies and stuff. The plushies, like stuffed animals, vintage, like cartoon character type stuff, always does really good on eBay and Mercari too. But it did sell on Poshmark and it sold for $11. And at that point, by the time he sent me that, I was like, oh, it's been sitting for a while. So the $11 offer, I took it. I remember that. $11 on Poshmark, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not mad at it. That concludes the 15 items that I've sold online for a profit. 15 vintage items. Sorry, let me be particular. Vintage items. I love vintage. Definitely stay tuned for more vintage items that I thrift. You can always check out my Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, or eBay by clicking the link in the description. All the links are down there. Y'all can see what I'm selling, keep up with the new stuff. That's why I do the thrift hauls, so that y'all can see like my new finds and stuff like that. I don't upload on the Instagram all the time. Like, I kind of just do like a bulk of them once I've gotten like a really good amount of things that I want to just put on the page. So it'll be better to keep up with the YouTube videos or the links, the platforms I sell on in particular. But yeah, definitely be finding some cool stuff, and that's just why I love what I do, honey. Oops. So make sure y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, anything you want to say. Which item did you really like? What did you feel that was like super cute, cool, whatever? And I'll catch y'all in my next video.